What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel. Today I have something I'm very excited about. I have the brand new 92 XI Squalo by Beretta. I just wanted to do a little review, do an unboxing, and tell you some of the unique features of this new design. But first, what is my relationship with Beretta? Well, I shoot on the team, so obviously these guns were sent to me for free, but I will try to be as unbiased as I can during this review. So I first saw this gun at IDPA World Championship about 3 months ago. I was doing some promotional material for Beretta prior to the match. I saw this gun on the table. I asked them what it was, and they told me that it was going to be my new competition pistol. I went and handled it, shot it a little bit, and instantly fell in love and asked them if I could shoot it for the match. They told me no, it was the prototype and it hadn't been released to the public, but they did let me take the grips and the magwell off the prototype and put it on my gun to use for the match. So I'll go over some of those features later on in the video, but first let's do a quick unboxing.
All right, so this is going to be the box. It's going to be a plastic hard-sided case. It is lockable. Opening up the case, here's the gun in the plastic wrap. Has 3 magazines, one's in the gun. There's 2 extra here. I'll talk about these later on in the review. Comes with cable lock, and then inside of here, we have some promotional material, warranty information, and then you also get the +0 standard base plates.
So first thing you'll notice with this new 92 XI Squalo as opposed to the previous 92 XI iteration is the color. So it's going to be a Cerakote finish. It's this dark gray, almost looks like a tungsten gray. I really like the color choice that they picked on this one. I didn't mind the one on the previous XI, but I definitely prefer this one. It's a lot cleaner look. So I will go ahead and go front to back here. So the barrel is going to be a 4.7-inch barrel. It's going to be a little recessed compared to the standard 92 barrels that are about 4.9 inches. It's going to have a fiber optic front post. It's going to have a rear blacked out rear notch here. There is a fair amount of daylight in that rear notch, so I do really like that. The barrel is going to be the DLC black coated barrel. It's going to be a cold hammer forged barrel. I really love these barrels. I only use the stock barrels on all my competition pistols except for my open gun because I needed a threaded option, and they have worked flawlessly. They're very accurate out of the box, and I cannot say enough good things about them. Moving on back on the slide, it is cut for a red dot optic out of the box. This is Beretta's OEM cut, so you will need a plate. Either you can get one from Beretta or you can get a aftermarket third-party plate. I prefer these plates by Tony Systems. They are a really good option because you can mount multiple different optics on the same plate, and they are a lot thinner. So moving on down to the frame. The frame is made out of aluminum compared to the performance model guns that are made out of steel. So this gun is coming in at about 33 ounces. Some people have asked me whether that makes a difference with the felt recoil as opposed to the steel framed guns. And honestly, it doesn't make a huge difference. I haven't noticed it much. It does behave a little bit differently, but if you are gripping the gun the way that you should, I find it doesn't make much of a difference. I think what really helps with the 92 platform in general is that this barrel is fixed and it's not tilting like the Browning style action guns. So I just find that these guns just behave a lot better with recoil. You can get the barrel ported since it is an open slide, and that definitely helps a lot. That's not going to be legal in USPSA, but it will be legal in IDPA. So continuing on to the frame, the hammer is the skeletonized hammer. The trigger group is actually the Ekström trigger group that's in the performance model guns as well. It does have a frame mounted safety, so no decock levers like the older 92s. And then on this side of the gun here, the takedown lever is actually extended, so it works like a gas pedal. You can put your thumb on there and use it to mitigate recoil if that's your thing. I just find if I grip the gun the way I should, it works just fine for me. Now, moving on to the trigger. So the trigger is this flat-faced, single action only trigger. It is textured on there. You can see the ribs right there. It is a fantastic trigger out of the box. So I can show you here that the take up to the wall, and then a very crisp break, and then a reset, very short reset, reset, wall, break. That's pinned to the rear, reset, wall. So the trigger is breaking at about 4.5 pounds. This is brand new, so once it's shot a bunch, it will get a little bit lighter. You can also do some work on these triggers. You can polish some of the internals like the sear and the hammer. You can get some spring kits, or you can send it off to Langdon Tactical and they can do their trigger job. They're also selling these directly from their website with the trigger job already done and their optic cut. So that's an option as well. And then moving on down to the grips. I am very happy about these grips. These are made by Hogue exclusively for Beretta. They are very aggressive, very textured. There were some talks of making them a little bit softer. I told them to keep them the way that they are, and I'm really glad that they kept them aggressive. They feel really good in your hands. I'm just super excited about them. They also are a cool design to kind of continue on with the shark look. So that's pretty neat. And then the magazine release, you can see here, is extended as compared to the standard 92XI and the performance models. It's also ambidextrous for you left-handed shooters, and then you can also orient it the way that you want. Now moving on down to the magwell. So it comes with this fairly large magwell. It's made by Tony Systems for Beretta. They make aftermarket parts for Berettas. They're a fantastic company. They're based out of Italy. I can't say enough good things about them. I've been very happy with them. But this magwell helps a lot with your reloads. So it feels really good. It is gonna be legal in IDPA. Like I said, I took the grips and the magwell off of this gun and put it on my standard XI, and it fit in the box. I had no issues there whatsoever. And then also in the box, you get 3 of these 18-round Metgar magazines with the +4 Tony Systems extensions. So these are really, really nice. So you're gonna get 22 +1 rounds. You can change out the follower and the spring to get 23 +1. Some people have been able to get them to 24 +1. I keep them at 22 +1 because I find when I mess with the follower and the springs, I may have some issues with reliability. So I just keep them the way that they are and go with that. So what are my final thoughts on the 92XI Squalo? Well, I think it is a fantastic option and a real versatile option. It'll work for competition and it'll work for carry. Since the gun is aluminum frame, it's 33 ounces, you can definitely take off this magwell and carry it. And I know some people will shudder at the thought of carrying a full-size gun, but I carry this full-size 92XI with the 507 comp with no problems. I also carry my full-size Langdon Tactical guns. I think if you have the right holster and belt, it's really no issue, and larger guns are just easier to shoot. It's also, like I said, a good option for competition. So this gun is gonna be legal in the carry optics division of IDPA. It's also gonna be legal for the new limited optics division of USPSA. And I know some people will think that you can't shoot anything but a 2011 in limited optics, but I shot this exact gun at last year's Handgun Nationals in limited optics, and I did okay. So if you have any questions at all about the 92 XI Squalo, put them down in the comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for any notifications. I'll have some more videos coming out. And if there's anything else on the Beretta side that you want to see reviewed, let me know and I will see what I can do. All right, guys, thank you.